Hey guys, so my name is Angela. I did the gastric sleeve on November 10th, 2015. It's something I've wanted since I was 16 years old. I've always had weight issues, and I'm a yo-yoer. I would be up and down, up and down. Did many diets. Weight Watchers, HCG, personal trainers, just all kinds of stuff. My issue was never my eating. I actually have Crohn's disease, so my eating was very limited. Pretty much chicken, sometimes some rice. Red meat was a huge no. So it's weird, but I believe, from my understanding, my doctor believes I slowed my metabolism down in high school. I was obese in high school and made fun of quite often. I was the big girl, the girl that people didn't want to be seen with, people didn't want to hang out with me because I was larger. It's really sad that people choose to not get to know someone just because they're heavy. And it's really sad that, because we're heavy, people automatically assume that we're nasty or we're dirty or we smell. And that's something, I just hope that people can change, because people that are larger, they have amazing personalities and wonderful hearts. I am now 2 weeks out, almost 3, from my surgery date. Surgery went amazing. I went in at midnight the night before my surgery. I was able to check out the doctor. He let me leave. I had my surgery on a Tuesday. He let me leave Wednesday night. I pretty much begged him to let me sleep in my own bed. I did have a huge scare. I was overdosed with Dilaudid pain medicine. I was still very sedated from the anesthesia. And they gave me 3 milligrams of Dilaudid, and my body could not handle it. My mom was with me, and she heard what sounded like a gargling sound. And she said by the time she looked over at me, I was blue from head to toe. By the time she got to me, there was nurses and doctors just surrounded by me. They worked with me for 15 minutes, and thank God they brought me back. Excuse my cat and dog, they're fighting. They were able to bring me back. I don't remember much other than waking up hurting really badly. My mom said when I woke up that I said, "If you do not stop punching me or slapping me, I'm going to punch you in the face." So she said, "She's back." But I have a 5-year-old daughter that was with me as well. So thankfully, I thank God for the nurses that I had and the doctors that I had, because they handled the situation very well. They took my daughter straight out of the room as soon as they found out what was going on. The downside was I couldn't have pain medicine very often after that. I remember waking up crying, and the first thing I said was, "What did I do?" I was very upset because I was in so much pain, and now my pain is pretty much controlled. They gave me Toradol and morphine in the hospital. Once I was able to do liquids the next day, they gave me liquid Lortab, so that helped quite a bit. I'm not going to lie, the pain got bad when I came home. When I was in the hospital, of course, they're flushing you with fluids. I had around 15 different bags of fluids, and that was within 2 days. So I gained some weight in the hospital. My starting weight was 303. I am now 288, and to me that's just a blessing, because whenever I was doing it on my own, I could never get I could never get below 290. So to me, I find it a true blessing, and I'm just so happy for that. My doctor was an amazing doctor. He was a Christian doctor, which I hold strong Christian values. And I'm sure you'll find that out in this video and many, many more. That's my cat. His name is Binks. He's saying hello. He was amazing. He came to me in holding, and he said, "Do you mind if I pray with you?" And I said, "Absolutely, go ahead." And he prayed with me, and it was like the most touching feeling, that you have a doctor that cares enough to come and ask something like that. After surgery, he came up and, he made sure I was okay. He checked on me multiple times throughout that day after the scare. Once he let me go home, he called my home and checked on me a few times. And I think that's just how you find out that they care, is when they show like that. Anytime I leave a pre-op or post-op appointment now, he hugs me bye. It's amazing. He's amazing. My doctor was Dr. Peterson, and he was in Greenville, Tennessee. I'm actually in Johnson City, Tennessee, so roughly a 45-minute drive. Day one out of the hospital, I was in bed most of the day. Walking hurt so bad. I wanted to cry. I did not want to walk. I just wanted to lay in bed. That is my dog. I apologize. As you can see, he is crazy. As the weight started coming off, I felt more and more confident. And I said, okay, this is amazing. This much weight has fallen off in this amount of time. I have to continue to use my tool the way I need to. Do I want to eat? No. Do I think about food? No. The thought of food makes me nauseous. I have to force myself to eat. It's very difficult. I take 4 bites, I'm done. Jell-O, the snack size Jell-O, I can do 3 or 4 bites, I'm full. I carry this water bottle around with me everywhere I go, and it holds 16 ounces. And I try to drink at least 5 of those a day. It's very hard for me to get my fluids in. Popsicles help a lot. Right now, my protein is not good. I'm not getting very much protein in. I'm getting ready to be in the pureed stage. So, thankfully, I can blend up some turkey, some chicken, something, and be able to get some type of protein. I can say the more you walk, the better you feel. Do not bend. Just don't do it. It sucks. Bending over is it's like hell on earth. Don't do it. Stay on top of your pain. Make sure that you take pain medicine before you start to be in a whole lot of pain. I was one who didn't want to take pain medicine. I have a 5-year-old daughter, like I said, and it's hard. I'm pretty much a single mother at the moment. My husband left us. So it's hard to take the medicine and still be awake and deal with her. My mom has been a great help, and so is my dad. They actually live next to me, which sometimes is a blessing and sometimes is a curse. But thankfully, they are taking care of my daughter for me, as far as driving her to school and, making sure she's there safely and picking her up and bringing her home to me. So that's a blessing. My clothes are getting big. Don't go buy clothes that are expensive. No point in it. One thing that I own a group on Facebook, and it's for sleevers. One of the most common topics that we talk about in my group is what we feel when we're full. If you would like to go on Facebook and find us, we are November 2015 Women Sleevers. We're trying to stick to people in November. If you're not from November, I'll talk with my admins about adding you anyway. It's a great group. We're kind of a smaller group. We don't like to be overly large, but we enjoy the people who like to talk and, keep the topic going. But the one big thing is, what do you feel when you're full? Okay, so it's weird and it's different for everyone. I get a bubble feeling that will come up through here, and it's almost like a burp that comes out, but it's silent. Sometimes it's a sharp pain. Sometimes you just don't know what the heck it is. Listen to your body. Do not shut your pouch. Follow what your doctor has said. Like they say, it's a tool. It's not a quick fix. I wish everybody the best that's doing the surgery. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. The drain. I had a drain, 6 inches long. It was huge. And when they pulled it out the next day, it felt like my insides were being yanked out. I was screaming. They do not give you pain medicine before. They do not try to sedate you at all. They just yank that thing out of there. They don't stitch the hole closed after. They just put a Band-Aid over it and it closes by itself. Mine is pretty much closed. I have 6 holes instead of the 5. The one above my belly button is the largest, which is where they pulled my stomach through. Actually, I really only had pain on my left side, which is where most of my incisions are. When they pulled the tube out, my right side did not hurt at all. Once they did pull the tube out, I was able to walk easier. The day after your surgery, you're going to have a swallow test. And you pretty much take 2 drinks of some barium, and they just watch it go through. I asked my doctor actually was there when I had mine done, and I said, well, can I see? And he said, sure. So he showed me the pictures. So I was actually able to see my stomach after my sleep was done, and it's very, very, very tiny. But it's awesome that we have this tool we can try to use to be healthier. My main goal is to be 150 or below. I want to be that mom that can play. The mom that's not tired at the park. The mom that is able to run with her child and, do all the fun mommy things. The mommy that can get on an airplane and not need an extender. The mommy that can go on a cruise line and not worry. Being overweight just has been so much. I look at it as my whole life I felt ugly. I feel like because I'm overweight, I'm ugly. And a lot of that society, they make it out like overweight people are just disgusting, and we're not. So it's hard to get that out of your head. Love yourself. That's the first thing you have to do. Love yourself. And that's something that's been very hard for me, especially with the separation from my husband. I've learned I need to love myself for me, and that no matter what, I am going to be okay. And I have this beautiful baby girl that needs her mama. So I'm going to stay around and I'm going to fight this and I'm going to lose the weight. And I really hope that this video has helped someone. Any questions, feel free to ask. I don't have an issue with answering. I will plan to update next week. So I will talk to you guys soon. If you like, subscribe, and I will post a video probably a week. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.